co-op, and soon upon meeting, they joined their co-ops together, and they both started helping each other educate each other's children. Around 3 years ago, when Bucci started growing, we brought in our first full-time teacher, and the school grew to around 5 or 6 students from some of our friends in the community. But now 3 years later, the brewery has grown right alongside the school, and we currently have 23 full-time students and 3 full-time teachers, and this is where the school operates. It's on the same farm as the brewery, so the kids just walk down to school who live here, and it's around 15 minutes from downtown Asheville. The school is Montessori influenced, which means that the education and curriculum is dictated by the children's curiosity, and we'll build whatever we think that they need to be learning into whatever subject or topic that they want to talk about. But then there's some other really cool things about the school that make it stand out as well. If you pan over this way, you see a small garden that was put in this year, and the kids have started growing and started a CSA for the community here. So all summer we were getting squash and tomatoes and all sorts of great foods, cucumbers, fennel. But in addition to that, back this way, the kids have around 10 laying hens, so they also produce some really good pastured eggs for the community as well. The kids manage all of the business elements of that, and then the money that's generated, they sell them for $4 a dozen, and the money that's generated goes back into the school to help pay the teachers and cover tuition. They also have a program called On the Forest Floor. So one day a week, the kids work with a guy here named Clint Corley, who actually lives on property, and he takes them out into the woods, teaches them how to use medicinal herbs and roots and identify them, how to build fires and shelter, a lot of primitive skills, and then also just that connection with nature that I think is so important for almost everyone, but especially kids, and great for their attention span when they come back inside. So I think the really cool thing about Avonlea that we like to talk about is that it's really cool that we have this one school here. The fact that these 23 kids are having this amazing experience. But if this is going to make a real difference on any larger model, then we need to make it scalable. And our vision is to have an Avonlea or a similar version of this all over communities all across the country, getting homeschool groups and homeschool co-ops to band together and pool their resources and increase the size and the capacity of their schools so it's a more well-rounded education, and providing a really viable alternative to traditional public or private or charter school that's way more grassroots and community organized. And we think it's definitely one viable model of education. And so we offer tours to other homeschool co-ops who want to come through and check it out and see if it's something that they could kind of build on or work with. And then on top of that, because we really wanted to put the story out there, we created a Bucci flavor all about the school, and it's called Bucci Avonlea. Avonlea has got organic orange juice, mango puree, passion fruit, and then a wild-crafted superberry called sea buckthorn. That's a beauty product that keeps you looking young, so it kind of fit in with the school. But money from every bottle goes to help support the school, which is a nonprofit. And then also the story on the bottle talks about why we think it's important to reimagine education and rewild kids in the education flow that works best for their attention span and their development. So that's the story behind Bucci Avonlea.